Your court television news starting now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second part of our, breaking news edition of the Skimask Andy November 30th court hearing case. And as promised, and fingers were crossed, and thank you, because I'm sure a lot of y'all had your fingers crossed with me. I was able to obtain video and audio, Now, I'm going to apologize because I know a lot of you were in here earlier. I tried to stream this. I was watching this already for about a good 10 minutes, and I decided, well, everybody was just waiting in the lobby. I said, you know what, let's go live. So I decided to go live. Now, I tried my best to fix the audio issue, and I know now what it was. The problem was I forgot that I was actually screen recording on my phone as I was trying to go live. So because I was screen recording, it was muting, obviously, the live stream, and I didn't know, But no worries, because I was screen recording this on my laptop, which actually provides us with a much clearer and bigger picture. And I'm just going to pretty much play from the beginning of when Skimask was sitting there waiting, just a few minutes. We're not going to play the whole 10 minutes. And then we're going to just jump right into the to his hearing, Now, one thing I want to tell you, and this was not my fault, This was so many technical difficulties, but I've learned from so many of these to have a backup to a backup to a backup, So while I was trying to fix the streaming issue and I was still recording on my laptop, they had an actual technical issue on their end because their video cut out, So all that was heard when Skimask Andy finally came up to his turn was just the audio, which honestly, that's all we really need to hear is just what happened. Now, if you want video confirmation that he was there, we've got it. And I know some of you on the live stream saw him. We just couldn't hear anything. So I'm going to play for those that may have missed it. And I did just delete them because it's just not worth to keep it up on there. I don't want to confuse people and have them clicking thinking that was it. I just deleted those. And what I'm going to do is just present to you right now, literally just finished about 5 minutes ago for Skimask, that is, for his 11/30th hearing, I didn't even get a chance to even absorb what went on. So I'm going to be pretty much listening along with you guys, taking notes, dates, and all that. So we're pretty much listening to this for a first. And then going back to that technical issue, like I said, they lost. I don't know if they did it on purpose or what happened, but they cut out the video, and all you could think, gosh, because it literally our luck, right when it's his turn, the video cuts out, but thankfully the audio is still going and that was recorded. So without further ado, we've got almost about 200 people here in chat. Let's get rolling with it. And again, thank you guys for your patience. I'm sorry we had those technical difficulties as I was trying to live stream it. And again, my fault. And I learned. Now I know that, hey, you cannot live stream when you've got, another thing that's screen recording on your phone. But thankfully, like I said, I did already have it recording on the laptop as my backup, and I already have another backup to the laptop just in case that failed. But the laptop didn't fail. So I'm just going to play it right off of here. This is pretty much not even edited or cut. I didn't even have a chance to do anything, So just give me a second to get that populated up here. Let me just say hi to everybody in chat. Thank you for all the members of the jury for meeting me back again and reconvening for part 2. We had a small recess of the Skimask Andy 11/30th hearing. And for some of you that did not know, and just in case, you may want to catch the replay after this, but Skimask, we actually learned, and we broke this news earlier this morning, had a new charge that was added to his, multitude of charges, and 2, a new bench warrant that was issued as of yesterday. So if you want to catch that information, I suggest you catch the replay of this morning's breaking news after we watch this whole hearing go on. I was going to say something else, but I'll be professional. All right. So give me a minute just to get it up here. And here we go. The first video, I got 2 videos. So the first video is just going to be pretty much while we were waiting in the lobby, in the pretty much they didn't. So this is called an in custody hearing, which means they're streaming him from the jail. And then they have the judge that's at the actual courthouse. So he is not physically at the courthouse. He's in some kind of like mini courtroom that's in the jail. So he was waiting there, arms crossed. he seems to like that little same seat. I don't know if it's because he knows he's in front of the camera in just some weird narcissistical way, because you'd figure he already knows. He's already seen himself on plenty of these hearings. You don't want to be behind somebody so you can't see him. But no, man, he's smack dab right in the middle. And so we got a good view of him just sitting there waiting for his turn. And then, like I said, I'll play a couple of minutes of that, and then we'll just jump straight into the part where it is his turn. And like I said, unfortunately, they cut the video, but we did have the audio, okay? And that's all that matters. All right, here we go. Let's go share screen. Oh, I got to do this again. Nope, there we go. All right, you guys should see that there. Okay.
Additionally, I do show that you have CF 2530 Norwich Defender. December 29th will be your next court. Thank you. December 29th at 1:30.
Hold on, wrong video. Hold on, here we go. Give me 1 second. I had the wrong video queued up. All right, here we go. So he's right there. There's a better view. So that's him right there, right smack in the middle, just waiting there with his arms kind of crossed, waiting for his turn. Ooh, caught the little bald spot there. Clip it and ship it. I will check my email. All right. I paused this. I actually have some good news. The backup of the backup of the backup has contacted me and said, we've got actual video and audio. So I guess it was my technical difficulty. I just had a black screen. So give me just a minute. I've already started downloading it. It's just processing right now. And we're going to get you the complete video and audio of the hearing. So what you're watching right now is just us waiting for Skimask's turn up at the podium, as I've nicknamed it. He is third row to the left. Yes, thank you, Ono. Right in the middle. So just give me a couple of minutes and we will get the quality video, as you may want to call it, up. Probably won't have a watermark either, so Thank you, Miranda. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, these things aren't as easy as you always think they go. And I'll tell you what, although we had the, fingers crossed luck, there was still some voodoo action going on, okay? Because them Woo crew they were hitting that voodoo doll this morning. I'll tell you that, because they threw everything at me. But like I said, I've done this long enough to know I got to have a plan A to a plan B to a plan C, and sometimes even a plan D. All right, let me check to see if this download is ready to go. It is. Excellent. All right, we've got it. I'm downloading it right now. Give me 1 second. Looks good. All right, let me get it pulled up here. Download is complete. Oh, wait, hold on. I just have to cheat it a bit. Give me a second. All right. Give me 1 second here.
Good morning, Mr. DeCou. All right, Mr. DeCou, I show you have a felony matter, CF 22-985. Can we check this felony did not get reduced to a misdemeanor?
It was. It's a misdemeanor probation.
Well, let us check CF 22-985. All right, then you do additionally have CM 23-3467, $200 bond, CM 23-1383, a $1,500 bond, and then let us review on the CF 22-985. Okay, so that is a misdemeanor. I'm going to set you on Judge Wilson's docket. You're going to go to December 28th. December 28th on all these matters at 1:30. I am appointing the public defender. I did review your affidavit. Thank you.
Is this 3 misdemeanors?
These are all misdemeanors. December 28th, 1:30.
Thank you.
All right. What do you think I told these people? Hold on, Anita.
Look at the back of his head.
All right. I'm looking at everybody that is online watching on Teams. If you are not courts.
All right, there you go. We'll watch it again. I just want to point out something. This is how narcissistical this guy is. At the end, did you see him looking up like that? The reason he's looking up, there's a TV screen there, and it shows you who's all there virtually watching. He's sure, and you know what? Because I don't hide anything. He saw the NJ Courts there. Judge ain't got no problem with NJ Courts being there. Now, if you heard, they've got him there so far on 3 misdemeanors with bonds. Now, again, I have to look through each one of those. I'm writing down the numbers. That way I can match which one is matching to what, because I still don't think they're catching a few of those other things that he has, especially with the new warrant that just got issued yesterday. A lot of this stuff doesn't get caught up with these people, apparently. You know, that's what we're learning. Now, I hope when this December 28th date comes and there's going to be an actual, representative of the DA there, most likely, I hope they're going to go through all this stuff like we have and see, oops, they didn't catch this. But I'm still going to cross-check everything. But as of right now, as of what the judge has read out, it looks like we've got CF 22-985, CM 20, which was changed to a CM misdemeanor. They read it as that criminal felony. But remember what I explained to you earlier. There's a reason why that keeps reading like that. So although they might have just said it's a misdemeanor, let's see if the DA catches it. And maybe I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I had it wrong too, okay? They could have just had it as that because for whatever reason it was a typo. But most likely, if it had already been a misdemeanor, then it went back to a felony, which we can see in the oscn.net website. It's probably for a reason. Now, again, these judges don't catch everything. That's why you got to hope that the DA does a good job. But we'll cross-check everything. We certainly will, and we'll see what didn't get caught, But let's play that again. Now, the one thing I did hear for sure was he's going to be there, well, unless he gets, I guess, bonded out December 28th. But here's the thing. You don't think he could have already been bonded out? There's a reason why he hasn't, okay? Bondsmen don't really want to touch that guy because, 1, he ran out on his last bondsman. 2, bondsmen aren't dumb. They're going to go through the same records that we've seen, and they're going to see that this dude's got 3 freaking bench warrants, 1 just out of the state of Oklahoma, and 2, they're probably going to see the other bench warrants out of the other 2 states, okay? So when you're talking about a scale of like risk level on bonding him or not bonding him, it's really not worth it for them to even lose a couple of $1,000s on somebody they know that's probably not going to show up to that court date. Like I said, there's a reason why he hasn't been bonded out yet. Maybe I got it wrong. Like I said, I'm not always right. But let's just assume, let's just play the negative Nancy and assume he's going to be there until the 28th. Let's see. That's going to be about, 29 days? I think there's 31 days in December, right? Or November. Let me go to my calendar. Nope, I'm wrong. There's 30 days. So tomorrow starts the 1st of December. Hey, going into December tomorrow. So let's see here. The 8th is going to be Friday. So it's not going to be obviously this Friday. It'll be next Friday. So he'll either be in jail for another week or maybe gets bonded out, which, like I said, I don't think they will touch him. And 2, at this point, why would you do that? If you really want to help the guy, if he's already gone through the hard part of it, he's already been there a week. He's already detoxed, we'd hope. He doesn't look that bad. You saw him. He's getting fed 3 times a day. it's cold. He doesn't have a car. What is he going to do if he bonds out anyways? That guy is actually safer and in a much better position being in jail right now. And also, don't forget the most important thing. If people really want him to move on with his life and, you really care about him and you want him to change for his family, then you want him to get the help, that's where he's going to get the help, where he's at. Let him go through the process of the system. That's all. But hey, you know what I mean? People are going to do whatever they want to do. But don't say I didn't tell you anything. All right. Yes, next court date is going to be December 28th. Sorry, not the 8th. Hold on. See, thank you for catching that. It is, I got it right here, December 28th. Yeah, never mind. That's 28 days, not 1 week. Excuse me. That's going to be a Thursday, That'll be the Thursday. Thank you for catching that. So December 28th is 28 days away. That's going to be a Thursday, not a Friday. And yeah, that's going to be what? Pretty much a month from now, Let's call it that. Hey, have a good one, Sunflower. You're welcome. So let's play that again for everybody. That way we can kind of absorb everything now that we've kind of listened to it once. Like I said, that was like my first time just playing it from start to finish and actually paying attention to it. And thank you for who you are for getting that. Thank you. I appreciate you being a backup. All right, here we go.
Good morning, Mr. DeCou. Good morning, Mr. DeCou. All right, Mr. DeCou, I show you have a felony matter, CF 22-985. Can we check this felony did not get reduced to a misdemeanor?
It's a misdemeanor probation.
Well, let us check CF 22-985. All right, then you do additionally have CM 23-3467, $200 bond, CM 23-1383, a $1,500 bond, and then let us review on the CF 22-985. Okay, so that is a misdemeanor. I'm going to set you on Judge Wilson's docket. You're going to go to December 28th. December 28th on all these matters at 1:30. I am appointing the public defender. I did review your affidavit. Thank you.
Is this 3 misdemeanors?
These are all misdemeanors. December 28th, 1:30.
Thank you.
All right. What do you think of all these people? Hold on, Anita.
See that look up? Yep.
All right. I am looking at everybody that is online watching on Teams.
And that is the real back
if you
of
are
his
not
head.
Court staff, I need you,
and if you want
to announce why you are on.
Well, they were just addressing the anonymous people on there. All right. So there you had it, December 28th. I'm going to cross-check these misdemeanors that they're, pretty much got him, have a bond amount as to what they're claiming, he has and what he does show on his record. Because I don't think they've caught the warrant that was issued yesterday on there. And hopefully they do. They're going to at some point. It's not like it's going to just slip up. It's just because maybe it was yesterday they didn't catch that. So again, and I have to cross-check that, but there you go. That is your Tulsa justice system at its finest. Again, for some of you that just were joining in, Skimask is still in custody, as you can see. He is in kind of like a in-prison type of courtroom, and then they have him doing it virtually, as they have the judge that's in the real courtroom that's, obviously doing this all virtually. And that's how we were able to attend the hearing, was virtually. So there you have it. That is the Skimask Andy November 30th arraignment, I guess you can call it. More, it was still kind of like a bond hearing. And actually, yeah, I don't even call that arraignment because this was pretty much a bond hearing. Super Roofer, thank you so much. Super Roofer, the $5 super chat that says, thanks for the update. Super Roofer, you're welcome, my friend. Let me move my soda here so I don't get in trouble. This Gabble Slam goes out to you. And spam them gabbles if you got them. Gabble, gabble, gabble time. You know what's up. And like I said, if you didn't catch the breaking news update earlier, excuse me, because I know it was early, we went over a lot of those new charges that he got. He got a new charge that had to do with pretty much not paying taxes, which we found out had to do with his not, pretty much paying the ticket that had to do with not having his registration. And then he got a warrant issued out now for that said not showing up to that ticket for not having his registration. So he's now got officially 3 warrants. New charge that was added. He's got that new obstruction, the officer charge that was added. And, these are literally charges that were picked up from just the fact that he should have just had a probation, gone to his probation, and that was it. So obstruction of an officer, no registration on a car, and now not paying taxes having to do with the no registration on a car. 3 new charges. And I think I just saw another donation go through. Yes, we did. Cat Crazy. Thank you so much for that $5 super sticker. Let me jump on here really quick to the chat so I can see that. And I appreciate your continued support. Oh, I see it. I like it. There we go. It's kind of hard to see on the glare, but I can see it. Thank you so much, Cat Crazy. Move my soda again. This Gabble Slam goes out to you, my friend. Spam them gabbles. Gabble, 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 gabble time. And thank you for your continued support, Cat Crazy. You too, Super Roofer. I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you for everybody here in chat for joining, for catching, like I said, the early breaking news update. If you didn't have a chance to catch that, that is up. You catch that replay. And then, of course, thank you for, catching up with me on the second part, which, again, I wasn't sure if this was going to happen. So I appreciate everybody at home that had their fingers crossed along with me, because although we had a lot of technical difficulties thrown at us, it came through. And again, I want to say thank you to who you are for, again, coming through with this. And I appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Oh, we got another donation that just came through. Thank you so much. Mary T with the $2 super chat that reads, you always bring our updates. Mary T, thank you so much for being here. And this slam goes out. Ooh, I almost forgot to move my soda. I would have gotten soda everywhere. This slam goes out to you, Mary T. Gabble, gabble, gabble time. Spam them if you got them, my friends. So I guess next hearing that we'll be following up on will be the 28th. Now, again, there could be a lot of things that may happen between now and then, okay? Because, again, he did pick up a new charge, and they did have a new pretty much warrant that was issued. Even though he is in custody, doesn't matter. They're still going to issue out a bench warrant because he still failed to appear. The thing is now they've got to be able, while they have him in custody, try him for that. Doesn't, like I said, I still got to cross-reference those case numbers to see if they caught the new charge. But if not, that's something that hopefully they're going to see on the 24th. Eventually they will. It's not like they're going to forget it. It's just, obviously while he's in custody, it's going to be for him. I mean, this is all him. Okay. It doesn't matter for any of us, but for his sake, he's going to want that they bring that up while he's in custody. Because one, they can count some of this as time served if they're going to give him jail time. And two, he gets his shit over with rather than just getting out and going on the run again, okay, and doing the same thing over again, all right? Literally, I said this was going to be a repeat of what happened in New Jersey, and sure enough, wasn't it? The guy literally just live streaming himself pretty much up to the point that he got arrested, okay? What did I say? And NJ Courts, the court date is December 28th. We are in December tomorrow, right? Okay, I don't know if I said something wrong, but yes, court date is December 28th. As a matter of fact, they even have a time, December 28th at 1:30 with Judge Wilson. Oh, and something I want to point out. Did you hear at the end that the judge said that she got the paperwork or affidavit? I don't know. I think she said one of the two words. That was for in reference to his public defender. So I'm sure he put in a they have different names depending on what state you are. Here they call it a what is it called? There's a word. I'm going to forget it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But pretty much if you don't have a job or, obviously can't afford the assistance of a private attorney, which, that's even somebody that works, even though this guy doesn't work, a lot of times you're going to have to get a public defender because attorneys are very expensive. Okay. So, indigent. There you go. He in here in the state of New Mexico, they call it an indigent form or request. And pretty much you're just putting a request for a public defender. You're putting in any assets you may have, putting in that you don't have a job, or if you have a job, how much you make. And if you qualify, depending on their, whatever scale they're using to qualify you, will be whether they're going to give you a public defender, sign you one, or you're going to have to be on your own and get, a private attorney. Now, in this case, being that he's incarcerated, it's pretty much a plus that they're going to get him a public defender, obviously because he's in jail. So, and you have your right to be represented. So, thank you. See, everybody, I didn't even see that in chat. Thank you, guys. You guys caught it. You said 24th. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's Christmas. My bad. Or the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve. So it is the 28th. I apologize. Thank you for catching that. So it is the 28th. And let me just double check that on the calendar here that I got this right. That's why I didn't forget. Remember I said I got to do my calendar for the remaining months? I'm falling behind. I apologize. All right, so the 28th is going to be a Thursday. Okay, got it. So it's just like I said before. I just said 24th, but it is okay. Got it. 28th, 1:30 p.m. Again, we said what judge? Did my paper fall off? Yes, Judge Wilson, 1:30 p.m. December 28th. Oh, man. And yeah, I mean, if the caddy's been sitting there since he's been arrested all the way, I mean, by now, I'm sure it's racked up easily over the $1,000 mark as far as, a bill, with the impound fee and the tow fee and the daily fee and all that fee to get it out. And then again, remember, you got to have registration, proof of ownership, insurance. Well, like I said, plenty of people, including this channel, gave them plenty of advice, warned them way in advance. Hey, man, like I've said before, this individual has done this to themselves. And realistically, it's not the end of the world. As much as they want to sit there and drag it on and make it sound like it's not. I mean, just get this shit over with and you move on. I mean, who would want to not be able to move on, especially at age 40, especially when you're a father, especially, when you have, I don't know how many years in your life, depending on what you want to say is the average life people live to, but, it's definitely not time to call it quits, okay? That's just a lazy person and a quitter is all that is. All right, y'all. Well, I'm not going to drag this out. We replayed the hearing twice. If you want to keep watching it, this is obviously going to be left up as a VOD, so you can catch the replay and play it as much as you want. I want to say thank you to all our supporters from this whole week to this morning. As a matter of fact, let me update with our new donations, the banner here. Give me a second. So as of this morning, we got we had a $50 donation this morning, and then we had another $50 donation that was between the last stream and this morning's stream that we shouted out. And we've already updated this with those two donations. So we're at $315 as of this morning. And then let's see here. We'll just say 15 just to round it up. Add 15 to that. So we're at $330. Let me update that. So $20 just short of $350 in a couple of days. Thank you guys so much for your support. like I said, this is all going for the travel fund to go attend these February, I believe we said 7th. Yes, I believe it's the 7th, MGL or Michelle Sabate's DUI arraignment hearing. All right, so we'll update this. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. It's this one. So we are at 3:30. So I want to say again, thank you for all our supporters today and this week. Let me save this here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. I know it was early, and this again for our second part to today's 11/30th Skimask Andy. I guess we're going to call it the bond hearing part 2. Let me just save this really quick before I forget. All right, there we go. There's the updated dono goal. All right. I want to thank all the members of the jury for your continued support every month, and thank you for being here. All right. I want to thank all the viewers, everybody participating in chat. Thank you, guys. Hobby Hater, thank you so much. Hobby Hater with a $10 super chat that reads, thanks for the update, NJ. Is Big T next hearing next week determine if they go to trial? Let me just double check on that, and good question. So, yes, we do have Big T's hearing coming up next week. I think we said it was on next Thursday, which would be the 7th. I'll double check that date. Give me 1 second. And big thing that I believe we're going to find out from that hearing, Hobby Hater, is going to be one, whether she was qualified or accepted into the PTI program or not, because that's the big thing here. That's why they really haven't moved forward with anything, because obviously if she qualifies for it, they're going to probably go that route, I would imagine. Being the fact that she was already denied PTI in that state, and that was prior to having a felony in that state, and now that she already has a felony in that state and is facing a second one and is requesting this PTI again, we've all kind of come to the conclusion, and again, this is just an opinion, that there's probably, that may not be the way it goes, okay? So let's just assume it doesn't go that route, okay? Then yes, I'm pretty sure at that point it's going to be, are you going to take the plea deal or are we going to trial? And then you're going to have, if it's going to be going to trial, there's probably going to be at least a couple of more kind of like pre-trial conferences, you know, to give her one another opportunity at the plea deal, and two, to get the jury trial ready. And then it's going to go to a jury trial, okay? And that's what we've already fundraised, and what I've promised you as a channel, that we will be attending, okay, and bring you as much coverage as we can of that jury trial. So I hope that answers your question, but let me just double check that date. Okay. That's why I need to get on my calendar, man. That's my fault. I could have just turned around and been all, yep, that's it. But luckily I have it here. So it is scheduled for, excuse me, the 4th. So, excuse me, that's going to be this Monday coming up. My apologies. Monday. There you go. Monday, not Thursday, Monday. So December 4th, this Monday. And again, I will have that update for you, whether it's going to be coming in again, how we always brought them, all these new updates since we've been there live, which is through the audio transcript. And either way, if there was no audio transcript available, I still can just make a quick call, quick email to the court clerk. Again, anybody can. It's public information. And they'll tell me exactly what happened. All right. So either way, I'll get you an update on that day. Hopefully it will be in the form of an audio transcript. And when that happens, I will break that for you as breaking news. So look forward to that on Monday, this Monday coming up. Oh, Nicole, he's done a lot. All right. Let's just put it that way. All right, y'all. My calendar to digital is at home. I'm at work. I know, Sunshine. I need to work with you on that. Again, I did not forget about that. That was a great idea, because I know a lot of people would definitely be interested in like a digital calendar that I can update and then like email through like an email newsletter type of thing. So we'll work on that. That's definitely something that I want to do for next year. Okay. That is a great idea. Let's check, Ono. Let's check for that new charge. Let us check. Let's go to oscn.net. You guys seen that? All right, cool. You guys can see what I'm looking at. There we go. So we'll go to court records. All right, so this is the new one that came out. This is the misdemeanor here. And again, I'll read this for you. This was from 11/29/2023. Criminal misdemeanor initial filing. Another 11/29/2023 note. Defendant David Lee DeCoux was charged with count 1, failure to pay taxes due to state in violation of 47 Oklahoma State 1151 parentheses A parentheses 5. I know I said that wrong, but close enough. And when we actually clicked and looked that up, that's when we learned that that had to do with the vehicle registration. And somebody in chat had also shared that with us and caught that. Because I was thinking maybe it had to do with the fact that they've been trying to garnish his taxes for the last 15 plus years, which you can see through the notes, the OSCN.net notes. And they've been unsuccessful, obviously, because he never does his taxes. But we learned that this has to do with the fact that he didn't pay the registration or failed to appear for the hearing of failing to have a registration ticket that he got. So let's see here. I don't see a court hearing on this one. Date. Let's check that's probably because it's just so fresh. Let's see, because look, it says assigned to Judge Traffic Court. So it's been assigned. I just don't see a date here. So, and again, that could be because it was filed yesterday, but let me check the other where the warrant comes up. Let me get you guys on my other phone on chat. Oh, okay, so that's now in the booking. Great. Okay, let's go there. Cool. So I'm glad. I hope that's what they caught. But see, she said 3 misdemeanors, and that's now 4. So watch. I'm going to show you what was sent to me, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, and I also got some information to update you on the controller case too. So hang tight on that. So let's start with what we had one of the mods catch. We're going to go to actually the booking information on his kind of his prison record. I would call it jail sheet, booking sheet. So give me a second to pull that up, and I'll show you exactly what we're looking at. All right, let me see what you guys can see. All right, cool. You guys can see this with me. Let me just take this message off really quick. I got it. Oh, no, thank you. All right, so let me just go here. There he is. And now this is what we're looking at here. So before, we only had 3 offenses. Now they have the 4th. So it looks like on here, they did catch the new charge. Because if you look here at the top, it's failure to pay taxes due to state. CM 23-3467. So that one has a $200 bond. The obstruction of an officer, CM. Okay, let's cross-reference what she read. Because, see, the judge just read three charges. See, that's what I'm telling you. I don't think they caught, even though it's on here, I don't think the judge caught it. So 22,985, yeah, that's the application to revoke. That's the one he was complaining about is a misdemeanor. And on here, it's as a criminal felony. That has to do with the original, him not showing up to probation charge. That's what all this stems from. Okay, so I see that. Then CM 23, is it 1383? Okay, no, I see that one. So I got the obstruction of an officer. I got the application to revoke. So 34. I have to see if she caught that one. I didn't write it down good. It doesn't look like it's 3467, but I know she didn't say anything to have to do with the improper tag, which that has a $334 bond. Okay. So what I'm hoping is that, you know, at actual jail, if he is, you know, wherever this shit gets finalized, that at that point they would actually see, wait a minute, hold on. No, this is the correct bond amount. Okay. So, I mean, if it's caught here on the inmate information sheet, I'm pretty sure, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy how, you know, people think this, it's like TV, you know, like, oh, you know, it's not. I mean, look at this. You guys listened to this just 10 minutes ago. That judge read off 3 charges. Now we have 4. That's what I'm saying. I didn't feel like they caught the other one, which is important because that adds an additional amount to the bond. Not only to, you know, the fact that you want to be correct, but even for Skimask Andy's own sake, he's not aware that there's an additional amount now that was added to the bond. Yeah, Super Roofer, you have a good point. Like I said, it was just filed yesterday, so they'll probably catch it on the 28th. But good catch. I appreciate that, Ono. Thank you for pointing that out. And then you show, and then I see that, the improper tag. So another thing that was pointed out was there's a date that's showing of December 1st. So there could be a possibility that that's tomorrow, that he's going to have a hearing for that, again, for not showing up for the registration, for not having registration on his vehicle. He already had one hearing for it, and that's why he didn't show up. That's why they issued a bench warrant. So that makes sense now. Now that they issued out the bench warrant, they're probably going to bring him in tomorrow, so that way they can get the bond amount for that, even though it's already on here. That may be it. So I will look out for that tomorrow. Good catch, Ono. So I will look out to see if, one, I can, you know, get the actual video and audio of tomorrow's hearing, if there is going to be a traffic hearing. And worst case, if I can't, I'll get you an update, whether it's on the oscn.net website or if it just takes me having to make an email or call. Now, let me remove this. Hobby hater, do they have any taquitos and donuts? And David Moss, I have no clue, but you can certainly write him and ask. I'm not kidding. If you want to write Skimask, the way to contact him is through that Tulsa County Jail website we were at. They give you all the information. All right. Now, I had a little news in regards to the controller case. Let me give you an update on that. Okay, so this is going to correct something that I said, and this will give us a good timeline on what we may be looking at for the trial as far as when these dates may happen with Controller's case, okay? So to give you kind of some more information as far as how the PTI works, so let's assume that she's denied the PTI, right? So come Monday, they say you were denied PTI. What I didn't know, what I was unaware of, and it was brought to my attention, that they do give that individual, the defendant, an opportunity, because it is the good old United States of America, an opportunity to appeal that decision. So let's assume they give her the PTI. I would think that her lawyer would say, yeah, she's going to go that route. Okay, you never know with her. That's if she got it. Playing devil's advocate, and the reason we're playing that is just based on the previous history of the fact that she was denied PTI, and that was before she had a felony, caught a felony in New Jersey, and now is asking for PTI again with a felony for a felony. So that's why we're playing the devil's advocate. So again, let's assume that they deny the PTI. They will give her an opportunity to appeal that. Okay. So again, that takes some time. All right. Then say, for example, they deny the, let's see here. Saying they deny, okay, so they go through, you know, she appeals the rejection, okay? That delays the case a bit, okay? Then the next thing that's going to happen is It's going to go through a final disposition, a pretrial conference, or a pre-trial. I believe it just says conference, but I believe that has to do with the pre-jury trial conference, but I'll just call it a conference. A discretionary, then another conference. Oh, then the pretrial conference. Oh, okay, holy moly. So, excuse me. There is a pretrial conference, but that's before the other two conferences. So let me say that one more time. So, assuming she's denied the PTI, she appeals it and that's denied. The appeal is rejected. Then it's going to go. So we're going forth kind of with the jury trial. Okay, that's assuming she's not going to take the plea deal. It goes through a final disposition, one conference, discretionary, another conference, a pretrial conference, and then it starts heading off to the trial. So pretty much it's still a long ways to go. So I hope that adds a little bit more information onto the answer I was trying to give you, Hobby Hater. And thank you. Let's see here. There was something else I was going to say and I forgot. But yeah, that's just a little bit of information to add on the little small update we were discussing in regards to the control of court case, which is going to be coming up this Monday. All right. And I will be giving you a further update from there. But again, thank you very much for that information. And yeah, looks like if we're going the route that it looks like it may be going, we're still looking at a long ways before we're going to be showing up for that jury trial. Yeah, you're welcome, Hobby Hater. All right, y'all. So we gave you a little update on the controller case. That's coming up again this Monday, the 4th. We possibly have a hearing tomorrow in regards to the pretty much probably the bench warrant. It has to do with the fact that he didn't show up to his hearing having to do with not having proper registration. That was issued out as a simple traffic citation. But even from a simple traffic citation, because of the fact that he didn't show up to that hearing and he didn't pay the ticket, they issued out a bench warrant, okay? And it probably has to do maybe with the fact that he's owes and didn't show up to his court cost hearing, okay? And they have a bench warrant issued for that. He owes over $5,000 in court fees and fines, okay? That's another separate thing, okay? So he's got possibly a hearing tomorrow. I'll check into that, and if there's going to be any updates, I will let you know. If I can do that, like I said, if there's a hearing and I can get the video and audio, I will break it like that. If not, I'll get you an update as to far as what happened with that. But it looks like it's kind of making sense now. That's probably why the judge didn't catch that today, is because they're going to give him the opportunity tomorrow, I guess, to plea on that. Not plea, excuse me. Well, I don't know, because he didn't show up to it already. So, again, I got to just see tomorrow. I mean, honestly, my head gets so confused sometimes with all the different charges and all the court cases this guy's had on some of the same different charges because he doesn't show up to the cases. Then they issue out a bench warrant. Then there's a separate case hearing just for that. I mean, it gets confusing. So I'll get you more info tomorrow, but most likely that's probably why the judge didn't catch that today, just because it was filed yesterday and that they're going to possibly have the hearing tomorrow. And that's when they'll, I guess, add that extra bond amount, which honestly, it probably already is on the paperwork if he was going to get bonded out. Okay. Well, right now, Grizzly Lang, possibly up till the 28th at this point. And then tomorrow, like I said, they did issue out a bench warrant. Okay. They added a charge of, and then let's go. I mean, that again is improper tag. So that actually, yeah, that tomorrow has to do with, and again, I have to listen to the video and cross-check if she caught, which they're showing here. Again, I'll put this here so you see what I'm talking about. They do have there at the top the failure to pay taxes due to the registration. Okay. They're showing that court date was today. So I'm pretty sure that was one of the 3 charges that she went over. What we didn't hear was the 4th charge, which is what he just got the bench warrant issued out just yesterday for. And that was for the failure to pay and show up for the hearing he had for failure to have registration on the car. Okay. So that looks like that's going to be scheduled for tomorrow. And let's see here. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, at that point, because he already hasn't showed up, I mean, I guess they give him a chance to plead. I don't know still. I'll have to consult with Papa Courts on that to see, being that he technically didn't plead guilty or not guilty to it, but he didn't show up to the hearing. What is this next hearing really going to be about? You know, as far as it is an arraignment, is it going to be like a bond hearing, since they didn't, add that bond amount to today's amounts and didn't discuss it? So we'll see, but I will do my best to get you as an update tomorrow. But I apologize if I sometimes start getting a little sounding confusing. It's just because, it does get confusing. Why does it say traffic court judge under the misdemeanor disposition? Let's check to see what you're talking about. Oh, are you on the OSC.net? Because I think this will take me to it. Let's see. Let me go to what you were saying. Under the misdemeanor and the traffic court judge. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, let's go there really quick. I'm going to guess, because it has to do with the fact that it has to do with the original not having the registration and paying that ticket on his car. And that was a traffic, as you see there, that was given the TR, the improper tag. TR stands for traffic court. So being that this charge has to do with the fact that it has to do with him not having the registration on the car, that's most likely why it says it's being assigned to traffic court. Again, that's just my guess. And that's why you see that right there. So that's what I'm guessing, hobby haters. The reason it's saying that it's assigned to court judge general and judge traffic court is because that it originally stems from the registration charge. Apt to revoke charge in February. Okay, let me go there. Oh, it's not going to let me go back. Oh, because I see I've linked it. Let me just go back to oscn.net. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, so this is his app to revoke charge right here. Okay, so you're saying right here at the top? Okay, I see what you mean, where it says right here at the top, traffic court judge general. That note, I see it was on May 12th, has automatically assigned. And then let's see when that got reassigned, because Judge Loretta's was the judge that read that and saw that next, or saw him next. Yeah, so when he had his arraignment, yeah, it's weird. I really can't answer that for you, because you see up there it says criminal misdemeanor. It's not a traffic, obviously it's not a traffic citation, right? CM-2023-1383. You see that at the top. But then you see right there, filed May 12th, 2023, and then it says Judge, Traffic Court Judge General. I don't know if that's just a typo, if that's just something that it automatically assigns, but it certainly wasn't a traffic hearing. It had nothing to do with traffic court, because it was a criminal misdemeanor. And you see here on June 20th, when he went in front of a judge, that was Judge Loretta Rafford. He's been in front of that judge a few times, and that is a criminal judge. You can actually go right here. I'll show you. I'll show you right here. Let's just do it this way. So remember, Judge Loretta Radford. So we'll go to divisions, criminal. So these are the criminal judges. And if we go, I believe she's down here. There's Tanya Wilson. He's been in front of her. Shannon Taylor. Did I skip her? Judge Loretta. Yeah, I don't see her on here. Let me see if she's on anything else. Probate. Let's see. Yeah, not really sure. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that because I do know he went in front of a criminal judge and it is a criminal misdemeanor. It's not a traffic citation. So, not sure why it says that on there and why it was assigned general as a traffic, to traffic court when it didn't go through traffic court. Yeah, Riot Coke, that's what I was thinking. It's just like a random thing in the system. But, again, I don't want to say if I'm right or wrong. So, again, I'll just say I don't know. You know what? I'm not sure, Tis. We know he wasn't on the run. He got caught. I just haven't gotten an update as far as what's happened since. So I'll do that for you guys. I know I didn't get, I know it was just somebody we had mentioned kind of quickly, but if you guys definitely want an update on that, I will definitely find you the update on that. But no, he's not on the run anymore. He was caught. That was the last update I gave you guys. So if you haven't seen that one, go through my live history and you'll, I think I have it on there. I think I have it as an other, but we did do an update. I don't think I had Snorted Coke on there as like in the title name, but we did do an update on that. All right, you guys. I hope I answered everybody's questions so far. If you have any more, if I didn't answer it to your liking, and I don't mean like you're being picky, just I know I very sound confusing and it makes sense. Hit me up on Instagram. That way I can try to make more sense, okay? And then let's see. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, you can hit me up on the Instagram or through my email, the channel's email. I'll post that right now. Oh, and one last thing. If you guys haven't already heard, which I'm sure most of you have that are following the MGL DUI case, Courtney Love, which is the channel that we've been following and getting a lot of updates on and shouting out, they have actually posted through their channel. I believe it's through the community tab. And let me get that channel shared with you really quick. Excuse me. That's the easiest way to do this. Wait, I said that wrong. It's not Courtney Love. I'm thinking Taylor Love, excuse me. I'm thinking of the actor. See, that's why I'm glad I shared it. So let me get you the link to what I was telling you about. I think I can get the link. Let's see. Courtney Love. Oh, no, it doesn't. Here, I'll just share you the community tab link. All right, there you go. So there's Taylor. There's Taylor Love's link. But if you go on Taylor Love's channel's community tab, they actually have a page from the DUI incident report from MGL. So, if she keeps denying it, well, the proof is out there. Okay. One, we already know when the next arraignment's going to be at. That's what we're trying to attend to. That's what we're fundraising for. Okay. That's going to be February 7th, I believe we said. But as far as proof of the incident, there's one page. Okay. I believe there's another channel that went over all the pages. Taylor Love may have already done that as well too. But I do know through the community tab on Taylor Love, you can see page 1, I believe, is of that incident report. I believe there's more pages to it, but they just, obviously for other reasons, I'm not sure they're going to share them all if they already did or not. they do have that first page on there if you want to check it out. Okay. Courtney Love, I know. Sorry. And shout out to Taylor Love for all your hard work on that case. Okay. So, let's see. I think we got updates on everything. I mean, obviously the most important thing right now was just, showing you guys the November 30th Skimask Andy. We're going to call it bond hearing because that's what it essentially was. We did an update this morning. Again, if you didn't catch that, you can catch that replay. We broke some news about the new warrant that was issued yesterday and the new charge that was issued yesterday. Okay. We've learned some new information today. We've got a new date for Skimask Andy, which is going to be December the 28th. We've got a possible date tomorrow, which I'll be looking out, December 1st, which he may have a hearing in regards to the traffic ticket, going back to the hearing he never showed up to, which was for not failure to have registration on his vehicle. Okay. He didn't show up to that hearing because he was out on the run. They issued out a warrant. Now they've got it scheduled for tomorrow. So I'm assuming that's going to be a bond hearing, not even an arraignment. So we'll see. So I'll get you more information or an update about that mañana, my friends. Again, I want to say thank you to all the supporters today, all the members of the jury for being here, everybody for joining in chat, all the lovers, the haters, and everybody in between. All right, as I always say. So unless something changes, unless there's some more breaking news that comes up between now and the end of the day, this should end it as far as seeing this face. Okay. So as always check your 6. I can do it a bit better. Check. Make sure your head on a swivel. Check that 6. And don't forget to love somebody. All right, you guys. Take care. Love you guys. And we'll see you on the next one. NJ Courts is officially out. Getting really good at that. Of here. Peace, everybody.